Hello everyone, I hope you have been doing well. I hope you're in the pink of your health. I am sorry I was not able to catch up with you, but I am back with another poem from your first flight class 10th textbook, that is Fog from Carl Sandburg. And believe me when I say this that it's a beautiful poem because it's going to give you a beautiful life lesson. Though it's pretty short, but it's definitely going to be worth it, because if you're going to delve deeper you will understand like how important it is to learn a lesson, how important it is to be resilient, how important it is to learn that every cloud has a silver lining. You must have heard it, right? Okay, let's get started without any delay. So I'll just read the poem firstly since it has just 6 lines. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. That's it. Okay. So if I talk about fog, you know that fog is a natural phenomenon. Now fog has been compared with the little cat's feet. Okay. If the poet is talking about little cat's feet, that means something is coming stealthily. The fog is coming stealthily, furtively. It is tiptoeing, means it is not making a noise, it is not knocking at the door, it is just coming to your life and making you feel that it's a kind of surprise and you feel appalled that it is in front of you. But here is the point, that you are not supposed to feel that something has overshadowed you, something has engulfed you in. That is the lesson basically. Yeah, so the fox movement has been compared with the cat's feet. Okay, that means it is coming stealthily. Okay, now if you have ever noticed how the cat walks, it doesn't make a noise. Okay, cat belongs to the category of tiger, lion and all, and you know that they don't make a noise. Okay, now if I talk about the out of the box meaning, I will compare the fog activities with adversity, hardships, snacks, obstacles, challenges, and ups and downs in life. Okay, but we will talk about it later on. Let me just tell you the literal meaning of these 6 lines first. Okay, so fog comes and erupts from the ocean. Okay, after that, it just sits like a cat over harbor, looking over the harbor, and it surrounds the city, and it sits on silent haunches, means not making any noise. It just engulfs you in. It covers the city, it covers the harbor. And haunches means sitting with knees bent. That means like the cat, it is basically covered with the cat, it is compared with the cat, you know that. So when the fog erupts from the ocean, firstly it covers the harbor, then it covers the city, and it gradually surrounds all the area, all the territory. And after, let's say, a couple of minutes, or maybe like after some time, it just move on. So here the poet is actually giving us the profound lesson that the hardships, the challenges are a part and parcel of life. Challenges will come, but they will go also. Okay, so when you feel that something is really bad, maybe like you feel that your whole life is a mess, it is a chaos, then you must not feel that it's going to be permanent. Nothing is permanent in the life, my dear students. Change is the only thing that's certain. In management, I've learned that change is the only thing that's certain, and it's of course a life skill also. So when you're going to understand this norm of life, this phenomenon, so you will be able to understand that yes, it's okay. Uh, Means taking the challenges bang on, taking the bull by its horn will definitely be worth it, because being resilient is the power. It is a weapon which actually you need to take on, which you need to possess, which you need to equip, so that you can face the challenges, you can overcome them, and you can just go on and get your place in the sun. Correct? So let's talk more about it. As I said, that fog is basically a challenge of life. Okay, it can be an adversity, it can be hardship, it can be snag, it can be obstacle, by whatever name called. And life is a roller coaster ride. You cannot say that life is going to be bed of roses. I already told you that life is not a bed of roses. Even roses have thorns, but roses bloom, it blossom, and it spreads its beauty. Roses spread their beauty, and they spread their fragrance also. You like them, right? So when you are actually in a roller coaster ride and you're on the top, you can see a precise view and you feel it's phantasmagorical. But when you come down to the bottom, you feel that it's dark everywhere. No, basically that's the time where you need to buck yourself up, you need to push yourself, you need to motivate and inspire yourself to fix the problem and get back again. Okay, adversity never knocks at the door, it doesn't ask you may I come in, and you're not definitely going to say that yes please come in, है ना. They say, for example, in the horror movies, when you hear a noise, when you actually you have seen that many of the people, the characters, that means the actors in the movie, horror movies, they ask, whenever they hear a noise, they say, they ask like, okay, who is it, as if the ghost is going to say that like I am the ghost, okay, and I'm here to just trouble you. No, adversities are not going to do that, okay. It just do the thappa like in the game of hide and seek. And life challenges are a part of life, so you just need to understand that yes, you need to accept the fact sometimes you have to face them, sometimes they lurk, and sometimes they wait for you to get ready to learn a new lesson. Adversity comes like fog, anxiety, stress erupts from inside and then engulfs you. You feel it's the darkest time. But, my dear students, you need to stay resilient and keep moving to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, this is the time when you have to keep your act together. Since in a muddy water, mud also settles down when you don't shuffle it. When you stay resilient in a challenging situation, then you overcome the adversity, and like fog in the poem, it leaves you, giving you a brighter view. Your resilience, your perseverance, positivity, determination, zeal, commitment, diligence, and patience will act like a sun that will penetrate through the fog and make it disappear. Then you will find your place in the sun. That's what you want, okay? So this poem gives us, all of us, a valuable insight that hardships lurk around us, but we should be ready to face them by taking the bull by its horns. Never give up. Keep going on in life, because life is all about living, not leaving. Poet has compared it to cat's feet, since the nature's elements can look different on the surface but have the same nature traits, like here fog and cat. Okay. Moreover, we can learn from animals how to be the source of important lessons. Okay, like you must have heard a lot of fables, Aesop's fable, right? That gives you inspiration, and inspiration can come from anywhere, any source, from the tiniest of the creature. I will not call tiniest, because nothing is tiniest. Everything is different. God has created all the living beings. God is the master creator, and we are the masterpieces. We all have our unique abilities. We need to understand. Okay, so this is the meaning of fog. So you need to understand that whenever the challenges come, you just need to stay calm. You just need to keep your act together, and then slowly and steadily, with your resilience and never giving up attitude, because you are going to be a go-getter. And you must have heard that quote, that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, right? So basically, with this quote, I just want to tell you and inspire you that you need to stay calm in a situation which you never expected, because see, nothing is going to happen as per your expectations. Expectations definitely kill. And I'm not saying like the exact killing, I'm saying it makes you feel vulnerable. So you don't have to feel vulnerable. You just have to accept the fact that it's going to come, and I'm going to be like really, really strong, and I'm going to overcome them by taking the bull by its horns. It's my favorite line, it's my favorite phrase, because I also implement these idioms, these phrases, life skills, life lessons in my life, since I am a life skills trainer. Correct? In case you want me to translate this into Hindi, I can definitely do that. But I want you to please listen to me in English, because I'm not using a very high-end vocabulary right now. And in case you have any kind of doubts, please feel free to ask that. Okay? And in case you want me to cover up anything else for you, that means anything that you have, any kind of doubts in English, language, interview skills, maybe for your competitive exams, verbal ability, grammar, you can just feel free to ask. I'm there to support you. And of course, we are going to just make it, and we are going to get our place in the sun. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, I just will get back to you with another poem or another lesson. And in case you feel that it is working for you, whatever I am sharing, whatever content I'm sharing with you, you really appreciate that, and you feel that it is worth listening, then You can just follow more videos and keep learning and shining. That's what I want to say. Don't trouble anyone, don't trouble yourself. Just stay happy and keep going. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.